Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be going over weeks 33 and 34 of my pregnancy, I do believe. I'm actually 35 weeks and 4 days today. I'm filming this about a day late, just because when I looked at the calendar I realized that if I filmed today, which is Monday, May the 15th, or the 16th, excuse me, instead of filming on the weekend, like the Saturday or the Sunday, I'm actually exactly 1 month away from my due date. So I thought that would be kind of fun just to film this with a month left to go and just kind of give you an update on how I feel and how things are going so far, or I guess how things are going in this last little bit of my pregnancy. Let's start with going over the symptoms that I've had in weeks 33 and 34. Basically, I've had a lot of gas, like burping gas. I'm not sure if it's heartburn or indigestion or both, but I have it where it will come up in my throat and feel gross. Like when I go to burp, it almost feels like I'm gonna burp up like stomach acid or something. Like it's not like an air burp, like something's coming up with it. That's kind of been really annoying, especially for sleeping, because I've had to completely change the way I sleep. I have to sleep up sort of on an angle and have like a bajillion and a half pillows to prop me up. But of course, throughout the night, I kind of sink down into the pillows and I'm no longer on any sort of angle. So if I have to burp in the middle of the night, I basically have to completely sit up so I'm completely stretched, and then I can get that burp out. Otherwise, I'm gonna throw something up. Sleep has still been good. Like once I'm asleep, once I'm in like a good position and I'm comfortable, I can sleep no problem I haven't really been timing or figuring out like how long I'm sleeping for. I don't want to look at the clock because I don't want to look at the clock and go, holy crap, it's only midnight or it's only 1 or whatever. So I'm not looking at the clock when I get up, and when I say I'm getting up, I mean I'm waking up to say roll over, because I can't do that in my sleep. It's too painful, it wakes me up. So I'm waking up to roll over, and when I do that, I might as well just get up and go pee so I don't get comfortable in another position and then realize, yeah, I have to pee. So there's been a lot of that going on. I think I mentioned in my last update that my feet and hands and stuff were starting to swell. So my hands haven't really felt like they're swelling as much, but they are sore. In the morning, it's all I can do to like move them. My knuckles, everything is so sore. So cracking them helps. I think it's just the buildup of the fluid that's in my knuckles, and it's just a lot of extra fluid that I don't normally have in there. And so cracking it releases that fluid and makes them feel a lot better, but only temporarily. Like they hurt constantly throughout the day. So my feet are very swollen, and my ankles. So I actually just recently, I would say 1 day before I turned 35 weeks, I finally caved and went and bought those compression stockings, or the compression socks. Just normal, like drugstore grade. I got them at Shoppers Drug Mart in Canada. But I'm finding they're really helping. My feet are still a little bit swollen at the end of the day, but nothing compared to what they were, and they feel a whole lot better to walk on and stuff. So definitely, if you're having swelling, I would recommend getting a pair of those. I think they were around $25 Canadian for a pair, and then every couple days I'm just hand washing them in the sink and hanging them to dry overnight. My back is now actually starting to really be sore. If I'm standing for too long, or I'm not sitting in a complete like upright position like this, and I'm kind of like slouched on the couch or whatever, my back is getting really sore really quickly. So I'll go downstairs to fold laundry, and just folding a load and trying to walk back upstairs, it feels like my back's gonna break. So that hasn't been super awesome. I've been having a little bit of cramping on and off, but nothing's consistent even like day to day. It's just very random. So it could just be baby kind of just pushing in the wrong spot and hitting a nerve kind of thing. I'm not 100% sure. So I don't think they're like contractions or anything. I don't really know what those feel like, or I haven't had anything that I could definitely say, yes, I've had a contraction. So I think that's pretty much it for symptoms. Cravings, I'm really enjoying the orange juice. I drink it every day. I haven't had any like, people have been asking me if I've had any weird cravings this pregnancy, and I haven't had any, or in this pregnancy, I haven't had any weird cravings. I don't have like cravings about pickles and peanut butter or pickles and ice cream or anything like that. I would say they're all normal. Like, I like to eat spicy food, so I'll crave spicy food, or I like to eat candy, so I'll crave candy. I don't think it's really anything out of the ordinary though. So let's get into my ginormous size belly bump. I mentioned to you in my last video that I was going for a growth ultrasound because I was measuring, I think I said 2.5 or 3 weeks ahead in my last video. I think. And I said by the time I went to film this one, I would have an answer for you. So anyways, I did have an ultrasound at 34 weeks and 1 day. So that would have been not this past Friday, but the Friday before. So a little over a week ago. About a week and a half ago. And so anyways, they did an ultrasound, and the tech can only tell you so much. So I asked her how much baby weighed, and they just do measurements and stuff. And I understand that they can be off by 1 to 2 pounds either way. So she said he was weighing in at 7 pounds. And I was like, holy crap, because I'm only 34 weeks. So I went back to my doctor this past Friday. But anyways, I went back to her. You know, she did the fundal height measurement again on my stomach, and she said that I'm now measuring 4 weeks ahead. So I'm 35, almost 36 weeks on Thursday, and she said that I was measuring at 40 weeks. So, and then I asked her, because I guess they do more precise calculations on the ultrasound after, like, the tech does the initial ultrasound. So that 7 pounds was what the ultrasound machine kind of just generates based on the measurements, but they look kind of closer into it and whatever. And so I guess he was measuring in at 7 pounds, 7 ounces on that ultrasound. So that is big. That is like what you give birth to. So again, it can be off by 2 pounds. I know they like to say they're super accurate, but I just read so many things. If you Google it on different forums that people said, you know, they said my baby was going to be 10 pounds and he was born at 7 pounds. And, you know, they said my baby was going to be 6 pounds and he was born at 10 pounds. I think it's all just like a complete random estimate, especially at this stage. So, but that's what they're saying he weighs. And it does feel like he weighs a lot. My stomach is really heavy. But we'll see. We'll see. Can't really like determine that obviously until he's born. But there is a name for it, for having like a big baby. It's like macrosomia or somia. I'll put that in the description down below if you want to Google it. But it's basically big baby syndrome, and it's a real thing where they don't determine it until birth. But if you have a baby, I think that's over, it's like 10 pounds 8 ounces or something like that. It's considered this big baby syndrome thing. Really means nothing, I guess, but it just means you have a larger baby. And it tends to happen more often in boys anyways than girls. Boys tend to be bigger. So anyways, that's the dealio there. He's still moving. He's still healthy. He's still good. My blood pressure is like an optimal rate. Like it's perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not high. It's not low. My urine, when they check that every appointment, no proteins, no sugars, like it's always spot on normal. So everything seems to be going well anyways. He's just kind of a larger baby that they just kind of think he's a little bit of a larger baby. So we'll see when he's born. I'm hoping he comes soon because my belly is so big and I'm so uncomfortable, but we'll see what happens. She did say that they would not induce or do like a scheduled C-section to get him out until he was 5,000 grams. And so he was weighing in at 3,500 grams, which made him 7 pounds, 7 ounces. So I think that's a little over 10 pounds or closer to 11 pounds maybe before they would actually go in and get him out before my due date. Anyways, we'll kind of keep an eye on that, see what happens. I have another ultrasound scheduled at 38 weeks. So in like 2.5 weeks, and a doctor's appointment on that same day. So she probably won't know the results from that the same day. But I'll go in the following week after that, if of course he doesn't come before then, to see what the results of that scan were. So that's about all for baby that I can think of. We're just continuing to get stuff ready in the nursery, putting things together. Like I put the car seat adapter onto the stroller so that the infant car seat can kind of click into the stroller. I did that this weekend. Still have a few things to wash. Things we just keep getting some clothes, which is awesome. So I have to wash some of those. But other than that, we're pretty much ready. Like if he came, it would not be a big deal. So he can come anytime. Right now I'll show you a bump shot. It is rather large. I think I have maybe a couple more stretch marks coming on my actual belly, but they're still really so faint that I can't tell if they're actually going to be as prominent as the ones like on my, what do you call that? Like muffin top area or whatever. So anyways, I will show you them. It's quite large. Probably doesn't look too much larger than the last time, but it is getting quite big. So it's from the side, from the front, and then with the shirt up. That's from the side, and then the front. And I don't know if you could tell. Ooh, I think they're over here. These stretch marks like happening kind of right around here a little bit. They're not as like prominent as these ones here that you can see, so but maybe they'll get there. Okay, so that's about it. This week I'm going to try and film that some of the bigger items we bought for baby, because I do have them pretty much all set up. Like I said, I was waiting for that car seat adapter. Now that we have it, I have that and I can show that to you. So I'll try and film that this week and put that up this week, this next weekend coming up. So that would be like the 21st, May 21st-ish. So look out for that video as well. I'm going to be making a what's in my hospital bag / baby bag video, since I have to get my butt in gear to actually get my hospital bag ready, especially since who knows when he's going to come at this point. So I'm going to film that this coming weekend, get that stuff all ready and set to go just in case. And so I'll film what's in there for you so you can take a look. If you have any tips on what I should put in my hospital bag, if you live in Canada, I know it might be different in the US, but if you live in Canada and you have any tips of what I need or what I don't need, if you could leave them in the comments below, that would be great. So I was also thinking about doing a little bit of a giveaway, and it being for like, you know, you would guess the day baby was born, or maybe guess his weight or something like that. I thought that might be fun for you guys to try and guess that. I don't know if there's like I think there are websites out there where you can like put in your email and make your guesses and stuff. I'm going to try and find one of those. Otherwise, I might just do something in one of my videos in the comments, and then if you get it right, I'll send you a gift card from anywhere that you can get a gift card online. If you guys are interested in that or would like that, leave a comment down below and like this video so I know that you might be interested in doing something like that. I thought that might be kind of a fun thing to do anyways, to pass the time. So anyways, I think that's it for this video. So if you guys liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already so that you can see more videos coming out from me. And I will see you all in my next video. Thanks. Bye.